Our next chapter that we are discussing is De Moivre's theorem. Before going to De Moivre's theorem, let us discuss some of the important rules and formulae that you have. If n is an integer, cos theta plus I sin theta whole power n is equal to cos n theta plus I sin n theta. N will come down. Nth roots of unity are 1 omega omega square so on omega power n minus 1. These are the nth roots of unity, where omega is equal to cos 2k pi by n plus I sin 2k pi by n, and k is equal to 0, 1, 2 so on till n minus 1. If the w is nth root of infinity, then w power n is equal to 1. 1 plus omega square so on omega power n minus 1 is equal to 0. If 1 omega square are cube roots of unity, unity means 1. Omega cube is equal to 1. 1 plus omega square is equal to 0. Omega is equal to minus 1 plus I root 3 by 2. Omega square is minus 1 minus I root 3 by 2. Fourth roots of unity are 1, minus 1, I, minus I. These are about the roots of unity. Next, based on this we shall discuss the problems. The next problem you have is 1 plus I whole power 2n plus 1 minus I whole power 2n is equal to 2 power n plus 1 cos n pi by 2. This is what you have to prove. You have 1 plus I, multiply and divide by root 2, you have root 2 into 1 by root 2 plus I by root 2. Root 2 can be written as 2 power 1 by 2. 1 by root 2 can be written as cos pi by 4 plus I sin pi by 4. 1 plus I whole power 2n is 2 power 1 by 2 whole power 2n cos pi by 4 plus I sin pi by 4 whole power 2n. 2 to cancel, you have 2 power n. Here 2 power n will come down as per De Moivre's theorem. So you have cos 2n pi by 4 plus I sin 2n pi by 4. That is 2 power n into cos n pi by 2 plus I sin n pi by 2. Similarly, 1 minus I whole power 2n is 2 power n cos n pi by 2 minus I sin n pi by 2. Similar steps will follow. Only thing is, in place of plus you have to keep minus. Now 1 minus I is equal to root 2 into cos pi by 4 minus I sin pi by 4. This can be written as 2 power 1 by 2 cos minus pi by 4 plus I sin minus pi by 4. 1 minus I whole power 2n is equal to 2 power 1 by 2 whole power 2n. This whole power 2n. So n 2 gets cancelled, you have 2 power n. This 2n comes down, you have cos minus n pi by 2 plus I sin minus n pi by 2. Take minus sign out, you have cos n pi by 2 minus I sin n pi by 2. Add 1 and 2, if you add 1 and 2 you get cos I sin pi by 2 minus I sin pi by 2 gets cancelled. Cos n pi by 2 plus cos n pi by 2 is 2 cos n pi by 2. Now this can be written as 2 power n into 2. 2 power n into 2 is 2 power n plus 1 cos n pi by 2. That's about the problem. Our next problem that we have is 1 plus I root 3 whole cube. First of all, you have to equate 1 plus I root 3 to r into cos theta plus I sin theta. R cos theta is equal to 1, r sin theta is equal to root 3. Square and add on both sides, you get r square into cos square theta plus sin square theta is 1. So here you will get 1 is equal to 1 plus root 3 square. R square is equal to root 3 square is 3. So 1 plus, you get 1 plus 3 here, that is 4. R is equal to 2. You got the value of r. So cos theta is equal to 1 by 2, sin theta is equal to root 3 by 2. That means theta is equal to pi by 3, which is 60. Now 1 plus I root 3 is equal to 2 into cos pi by 3 plus I sin pi by 3. Do cubing on both sides. On cubing on both sides, what do you get? 1 plus I root 3 whole cube is equal to 2 cube cos pi by 3 plus I sin pi by 3 whole cube. As per De Moivre's theorem, this 3 will come down here, it will become the coefficient of pi by 3. 2 cube is 8 cos 3 pi by 3 plus I sin 3 pi by 3. 8 into 3 cancel, cos pi plus I sin 3 cancel, you have pi. 8 into cos pi value is minus 1, sin pi value is 0. 8 into minus 1 is minus 8. So here the answer is minus 8. Our next problem for today, 1 minus I whole power 8. You have 1 minus I is equal to, multiply and divide by root 2. Root 2 into 1 by root 2 minus I by root 2. Root 2 as it is. 1 by root 2 is cos of minus pi by 4 plus I sin minus pi by 4. Since you have minus here, you are writing cos minus pi by 4 plus I sin minus pi by 4. You have 1 minus I whole power 8. So take power to the power of 8. Root 2 power 8 cos minus pi by 4 plus I sin minus pi by 4 whole power 8. This is nothing but 2 power 8 by 2. 8 by 2 is 4. So this is 2 power 4. As per De Moivre's theorem, this 8 comes down. Cos of minus 8 pi by 4 plus I sin 8 pi by 4. So 2 1s are 2 2s are cos of minus 2 pi plus I sin minus 2 pi. This is what you get. 2 power 4. 2 power 4 is 16. So here you get 16 cos 2 pi minus I sin 2 pi. Cos 2 pi value, cos of 360 plus 0, that is 1. Sin of 360 plus 0, sin 0, so you get 0 here. So the answer is 16 into 1, which is 16. Next problem, you take it for homework, that is 1 plus I whole power 16. You take this as homework. Next problem, we have root 3 by 2 plus I by 2 whole power 5 minus root 3 by 2 minus I by 2 whole power 5. Root 3 plus by 2 plus I by 2 can be written as cos pi by 6 plus I sin pi by 6. Root 3 by 2 minus I by 2 can be written as cos pi by 6 minus I sin pi by 6. Now root 3 by 2 plus I by 2 whole power 5 minus root 3 by 2 minus I by 2 whole power 5. This can be written as cos pi by 6 plus I sin pi by 6 whole power 5 minus cos pi by 6 minus I sin pi by 6 whole power 5. So this 5 comes down. As per De Moivre's theorem, it will become cos pi by 5 pi by 6 plus I sin 5 pi by 6 minus cos 5 pi by 6 minus I sin 5 pi by 6. Take minus sign inside. You have cos 5 pi by 6 plus I sin 5 pi by 6 minus cos 5 by 6 minus into minus plus I sin 5 pi by 6. Cos 5 pi by 6 cos 5 by minus cos 5 by 6 cancel. I plus I 2i sin 5 pi by 6. 2i into sin of 5 pi by 6 can be written as pi minus pi by 6. So here you have 2i into sin pi by 6. 180 minus theta is sin theta. So you have sin pi by 6. Sin 30 is 1 by 2. So 2 gets cancelled. You have I. That's about this.